Hey friends, it's Laura. Welcome back. Today we're going to work out of the good old Twilight Garden again by Maria Trolle. Last time we were together, we worked on this page and we finished it. And we had a little chat about how before I was diagnosed with some mental illnesses, I used to be quite the meticulous colorist. And I kind of miss those days. So, this page that I'm working on now, I'm trying to be a little more, it's a double page spread, which first off is just like something I have not taken on in quite a while. It's quite the undertaking for me. It requires a lot of patience, and I don't have a lot of patience, and we'll see how it goes. So far I've colored in most of the blue flowers. I got over here where the rest of them are and I got tired of it, so I took a break. Moved on to some of these green leaves, got tired of them, took a break. Moved on to these green leaves, and that's where I'm at now. So I'm leaving out the pencils as I go so I can go back and finish the other sections. Just giving myself breaks in between so I don't have to stay with one thing until it's done, you know? Just looking at the leaves real quick. Okay. So I'm going to not sharpen this pencil. I'm going to zoom us in. And we're just gonna start coloring. I'm coloring with Color pencils still. So what I'm doing is I'm lightly coloring them in. Sorry, trying to get comfortable. I'm lightly coloring them in. And then I'm going back with some pressure and kind of outlining each leaf or each line. I was doing this in bed, which honestly was a little easier because I turn off this light? Would that be easier? Oh, maybe that's a little better. How does that look? I don't know if we need that light or not. I think we do. I just seem to be needing to be closer to my work lately. So when I'm in bed, I'm really close to what I'm working on. So for me, today, this is 4th of July. And I'm honestly sick of it already. People are just lighting off fireworks all hours of the night. It's scaring my cat. Scaring me. Go and sharpen this. So yeah, I am sick of 4th of July. I love fireworks, but I love designated, fireworks that are supposed to start at a certain time and end at a certain time. I like legal fireworks. Everybody out here doing their own fireworks are illegal. They're fire hazards, which is why they're illegal. We live in high fire zones, and it's fire season. But everybody does them anyway. You know, some of them are really far away, you can tell. Some of them are really close by, and they're really loud. Especially, they do, the color pencils, they do crumble a lot. So like when you go to brush off, you know, your dust, it kind of smears. Taking a long time to do this one leaf, huh? Okay. That is a leaf the patient way. I hope you could even see that. Oh my gosh, you couldn't even see that, could you? Okay, we're gonna keep going and just pretend that you could. Could you? You could see a little bit of it. You couldn't see the whole thing though. You should have told me. No. Okay. We're gonna keep going and just I'll be more careful. We're not gonna start over. Let's move on to a flower. Let's take a drink. Let's move on to one of these open flowers. What color should that be? Purple or pink? Because we've already got blue flowers. Could be orange or yellow. Maybe orange. Or like this warm yellow. Or this desert yellow. That's a pretty color. Desert yellow is going to be too dark. I think warm yellow is probably a good option. don't know, there's a lot of those flowers. Do I want that much yellow in the picture? I kind of wanted the picture to be more coolish. Like, I want light wisteria. Let's move on to this side. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little border on this petal. Give these lines some definition. This page is going to take me a long time, isn't it? Okay, there's one flower. I think what I might do is like alternate flower clusters or flower plants, because I don't think I want them all to be purple. Like, I want some yellow in here. So I'm going to go ahead and find that warm yellow. Oh, sorry. I just made the microphone move. Then I need a darker color because that pencil is not going to show up darker. So probably that, what color did I just use? Warm yellow. Probably that desert yellow. For the border. Okay, that looks good. So now we've got colors for all kinds of things. We're missing some leaf colors for the, what looks like a Queen Anne's lace. We need a leaf and a stem color for that. But I don't really feel like doing that right now. Kind of trying to decide if I wanted to give this a background when I'm all done. Because if I do make this Queen Anne's lace, then I want to leave it white. But I'm also worried, like, if I do a background, I'm just going to mess it up. You know? There's always that worry. It would have to be pencil. Maybe like a navy. I don't know. We'll see. I think that would be really pretty. We've got time to do a little bit more. Let's go ahead and work on another flower. Been working on that new crochet blanket. So did you know I went to return some stuff at Michael's and some yarn specifically. Some of the yarn for the green blanket that I just started, which is what I'm going to be calling it the plant, what was I going to call it? I can't call it the plant-based the plant-based blanket because that makes it sound like a food. I think I was going to call it the plant-themed blanket or plant-inspired blanket. I needed to return a few skeins for that I decided not to use, and then a few skeins for the strawberry swirl blanket that I'm not going to use, and then I needed to get a few more skeins for the plant-inspired blanket because I didn't, after I returned a few, I wasn't going to have enough anymore, so I needed to get a few more of the colors I already had. So I went to return them. She's like, oh, your receipt was only good for 60 days. I'm like, oh. But she said, that's okay. We can do a non-receipt return, which doesn't get me as much as I would have gotten as with the receipt, because it gives you like the lowest price available, like the lowest price available on those items. So I didn't get quite as much back as I would have, but I got a decent amount back, so that was okay. But I was surprised that it was only 60 days. Apparently it's been a long time since I've returned something that's been more than 60 days out, because Michael's used to have a return policy that was like 180 days or something out. It was a really long return policy. You had like half the year to return something, and obviously not anymore. But I was very surprised and a little embarrassed that I was returning something after the 60 days. She was fine with it, but I was a little embarrassed. And then I felt even a little more stupid that she probably saw me come back to the self-checkout with more yarn after I just returned a pile of yarn. But they were different colors. So, can you see that? Where am I? Yes, you can see that. Sorry, it's really difficult to see, for me to see where I'm seated. It's really difficult for me to see the camera, the phone. The phone screen, it's just a little dark. It's a little dark. So yeah, just giving you a heads up in case you're like me and you haven't returned something to Michael's in a while, after 60 days, and you still thought that it was a super long return policy. It is not. Okay. It's probably, sorry, trying to crane my neck up to see what time it is. It's probably a good time to stop. I know we didn't get a huge amount done. We got a couple leaves and a couple flowers. But with this way of coloring that I'm doing, it's just slow going. But I'm liking how it's turning out, and I'm enjoying it. We'll see if I finish it, you know, and if I'm still enjoying it. You know, if it's one of those things. I don't know what color I'm gonna color these little flowers, these little drop flowers. Probably like a hot pink or something, or maybe like a mauve. Maybe a mauve. And then we've got these little guys in here. Yeah. I think I can manage it. So anyway, so like I said, this is 4th of July for me, so I'm going to a barbecue later. And then I'm going to go watch some fireworks and then come back and hang out with my cat. Try and make sure he's okay. The fireworks show is only like, 15, 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to be with my cat before and after. Because I want to make sure that he feels safe. Although last night, poor thing, he ended up under the bed. So really nothing I could do there. I don't think the fireworks show is going to bother him because it's down at the beach. So it's not going to be super loud here. But it's all the fireworks that are being set off, really close by, like in the neighborhoods. This would have been a good page to have like a black background on. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. But yeah. I mean, we could keep going, but I think this is a good stopping point. So, thank you all for joining me. And until next time, take care, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.